Joining me in order to tell you a little bit about this studio is one of the newest members of the YMU team. Please welcome Chris Jackson.
Hey, how's it going, Zach?
Hey, Chris. Thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to start because, like I mentioned, you're one of our newest team members. So I want to start just by getting to know you a little bit. Why don't you tell myself and all of our viewers today just a little bit about your backstory and how you came upon music for the first time?
Oh, wow. So I'm from South Carolina. That's where I was raised. And actually, I came into music at a very young age. I loved listening to the radio. Like, I was one of those kids who would stay up late to watch the Time Life commercials where they would play like songs from the 60s and 70s. And I sit there and like, that's how I got my, familiarity with like Motown and everything.
Interesting.
Time
All right.
Life, yeah, Time Life. So kudos to Time Life for the great infomercials. But no, actually, what really got me into music was I started playing the clarinet when I was 11 years old, sixth grade band. And that led me to all the other instruments that I decided to pick up, which would be like piano and trumpet. But it was a friend of mine, he played tenor sax, and he gave me a Stan Getz CD when I was maybe 11 years old. And from there, I fell in love with jazz, and the rest is history. Like, I've just, like, anything like jazz. I love all genres, but jazz, like, has my heart. So that's what got me into it.
That's funny. I still remember, like, for me, it was the Pacific Jazz Joe, Volume 1 by Joe Pass. And, like, that was the record that I heard, and I was like, this is it. This is what I need to do. So, yeah, it's funny. It's funny how those moments will stay with you for such a long time.
Look, I found NPR at a young age, so, like, late night NPR jazz, that's what I was going to sleep to.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. And so take me a little bit through your journey through music as it comes to music education, because obviously we're all here because we believe in the power of music education. But I'm always curious to hear what effect it's had or like how music education has played out in other folks' lives, because some people like myself were able to have this super rich free music education that they were provided. I went to a performing arts high school and middle school for free. I got a training across my instrument as well as other instruments and other disciplines and all that, and it was provided for free in Pennsylvania. And this is something that, with Miami's public school systems, it's been a struggle to make sure that every student here in Miami can receive a free music education. I mean, the public school system is putting every resource they can into this issue, but it's still, it's something that takes more than just the school system. It takes the whole community coming together to make sure everyone has this access to expression. So tell me a little bit about how music education played a role in your life, or what role it played.
Well, I can start off by saying that every music instructor that I've had growing up was like a second parent. And that meant a lot to me because not only did they foster my growth in music, but they also foster my growth as a person. And so that speaks a lot when you're young, you're growing up, and you have this role model who not only is teaching you, a talent or a skill, but they're also involved in your life outside of school. Yeah. So I've just been really blessed to have amazing instructors, and that energy kind of took over me as I got older, and I learned different aspects of, the musical field, and, I wanted to give back that same energy, pay it forward. So a lot of what I do is I just love to reach out to people who are young musicians, who are talented in music, and, they may not have that push, or that maybe they don't have, the financial support that they need. And I've always been the person to come in and say, hey, I am a music producer. I'm a sound engineer. I'm a musician myself. What tools do you need? How can I help you? And so a lot of that comes from just having amazing musical educators growing up.
So tell me a little bit about this space that we're sitting in now, and tell me, before we get into all the things that we're going to do in this space or have done, tell me just a little bit about the team that's working here.
Okay, so this space is an amazing space, and it's really because of the people. We have an amazing team. We have Christine Oliveira. She's our videographer. She has just an amazing background in videography. Her eye, her vision is just extremely on point, extremely superb. And then we also have Carlo Babacci. He is our sound engineer, audio engineer, and his ear is just, I mean, his ear is just spot on. So, and then we have Kathy, who she's like the mom of the team. She really like rallies behind us and makes sure that we are on point with everything. And so our team just comes together very well. We bounce ideas off of each other, and our ultimate goal is to make sure that the students are fully supported. So it's great that we all have our own like unique talents that we bring to the team, but that our common goal is to make sure that the students here are reaching the next level of their potential.
And just because you were being humble, you as well are on that team, right? We have Chris as our studio manager here for this 1 RPM studio. And so maybe, Chris, we can end by you telling us a little bit about what we're offering here in the studio to our students. Because just to be clear, this is a 100% free recording studio, open to the community, open to our students, open to Miami-Dade public school students. They can come record here, produce their music for free. Is that right?
Yes, they can produce their music for free. We provide so many creative resources here. So for any student in the Miami-Dade public school system who's looking to pursue a career as an artist or a musician, we have everything from building your artist portfolio. So photography, music videos, if it's that you want to work on a project, music project, you're fully supported here. We have musicians that will help you produce your project. And like I said, we have an amazing team put together that will help you to like bring your vision fully to life. And once again, like Zach said, it's completely free for students in the Miami-Dade public school system.
Awesome. Well, Chris, thank you for being here today.